So Sheri Leigh Myers is a screenwriter, producer, activist, and podcaster, keenly interested in how we can personally, culturally, politically, and spiritually transform our lives to create community based on love, truth, and equality. Sheri hosts How to Connect with Angels podcasts, conducting interviews with inspiring authors, channels, religious leaders, therapists, and healers from all over the world who work with the angelic realm. She's also the creator of My Angel Prayer, a new skill on Alexa that offers 30-second prayers to the angels to help shift your day and align you with the divine. 3 years ago, you set out to find people who loved angels to assure your investors that there were an audience for your movie, The Glitch. So can you tell us a little bit about that, Sheri, and how this all evolved for you?
Oh, thank you. I'd be happy to. Karen Palmer, you have been my other arm for this entire adventure here on Facebook Live. And I'm really touched that you're interviewing me. We started because The Glitch is a spiritual movie. It has a spiritual message that angels are there for everyone. And it does take prayer and it takes asking, but we all have angels. We all have angels around us, angels looking over us. We always have, we always will. Doesn't matter where you've been, what you've done, or who you are at that moment. So with that in mind, when we started to look for financing for our film, we realized that, we're not exactly the faith-based film that's in the market. We're not exactly a Christian film where, church is the answer. That's not what we are saying. Is that you can find the angels, in your trailer. You no matter who you've done or where you've been, there's angels that are looking out for you, and we are all human angels. So what did I do? I started this podcast on the advice of my darling niece, who said, "Oh, Aunt Sheri, just have a podcast and interview people, and then you'll find it." And I'm telling you, from the very beginning, the very time I stepped up and I said, "Oh yeah," I mean, one of my usual things that I say is, "How hard can it be?" So there I am, starting this podcast with the help of my nephew and my intern, and my husband's backing it because he's my producing partner. First person I interviewed was Lorna Byrne, international best-selling author, Irish mystic, incredibly well-known figure. And I was terrified, but I knew there was something to this, I'm going to say, angel business. I really hadn't paid attention to it before. I really hadn't, even though I'd written this film. But the more that I grew as a podcaster, and I grew and getting to know people like you, Karen, thank God. I mean, you came along early on in the podcast and introduced me and brought me to people, and everybody introduced me to other people. And now we have grown this podcasting to over 70 people. And out of those 70 people, we have, invited 25 to be part of My Angel Prayer, because again, the God, the spirits dropped this project in my lap last November, which was to build an Alexa skill. And I didn't know anything about Alexa, just like I didn't know anything about podcasting, but I knew I was the right person to do it because I am a producer and I know amazing people. So I invited, 25 amazing people to contribute prayers to my Alexa, to My Angel Prayer on Alexa. And that's now we're launching, and I'm incredibly proud of it. I'm so proud because now, with 115 million devices that have Alexa, including your iPhone, you have access to these free prayers. You get a little God shot whenever you want it.
I just love that. Sheri, I just love that. And I'd love to kind of explore with you, what is the power of prayer to you? So we know that you are a very, very connected angelic messenger. There's no question about that. And so when you are seeing the power of prayer in your life, how have you seen it?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to talk about an incident that happened over the last weekend. It was over Easter weekend. My darling mother, Sylvia, who may be watching, and if she is, maybe her helper, Nancy, will be able to type in because, hi, Mom. My mom's, her companion needs to move on and needs to go to live in Philadelphia with her daughter because her daughter's going to have a baby one of these days. And she needs to get ready for that. And so we had this big transition to propose to my mom. And oh my goodness, we didn't want her to be, it's upsetting. It's like, what are we going to do? But when she came for Easter weekend, I said, and I knew this is one of the things I have huge confidence in. And I said to my mother, listen, Mom, we're going to ask the angels. This is God's giving us this opportunity to make a change. So we're going to ask the angels to help us to find the next most perfect situation for you. So fortunately, we did that. And when you ask and you have faith and you have confidence, because they have answered that before. Every single time my mother has needed help, I have sent a prayer and it comes. And I know it's the angels. I know it's my dad and my Millie and my grandpa. I know it's the spirits on the other side, and they're going, oh, don't worry. We're going to cover this. So long story short, by 4 days, by the end of that Easter weekend, we found my mother a beautiful apartment in a beautiful assisted living facility on a beautiful lake in New Hampshire, Lake Sunapee. At the time that it's all the time that she needed to find a new place, right? And get this, it's 2 doors down from her sister. So didn't the angels answer our prayer in the most magnificent way? So 2 things. One is I knew to ask. I had confidence that what the answer was going to be, it was going to come. And I took the worry off the table. I just said, I am not worrying about this. I have absolute faith.
I just love that, and I want to ask you, why do you feel that it's so important right now that we connect with angels?
Oh my goodness. Well, we have so much despair. There's so much despair. And loneliness and people feeling isolated and disconnected from their spirit. And I mean, your spirit is your life. When I think of children, and you think of, little ones and children, that they have their spirit. They're connected with their spirit. They get up and they look at life, and life is amazing. And that's really our spirit. That's God in you that is working through you and expressing itself through you. And then we pile stuff on it, experiences on it. And our culture does not help us to heal or not help us to evolve, because and even if you're in a church, sometimes the church is not bringing you that personal connection. And I really believe, and I know now through this experiences and being able to connect with people like you, that we have our angels with us all the time. And that if I can help in some small way to help people to see that it takes just giving yourself a minute a day to just accept that you can make that connection, you can make that ask, you can make that prayer, and bring that angel energy into your life is going to get a lot easier, going to be a lot more fun, and you don't have to, just don't have to stress so much. So I would love to see more people connected with the angels, because the angels have come to help us to bring oneness. As a political organizer and someone who cares deeply about the world, I know that the revolution starts here. And our revolution is, how are we treating ourselves? How are we treating our bodies? How are we treating our family? How are we treating our neighbor? you know how, and it, but you have to be able to access and heal whatever was like went awry in your emotional life, so that you can heal and that you can be, I don't know, like a functioning a functioning person.
Right.
I
And
hope that makes sense, right?
how do we see the world with a new narrative that our neighbor is our global neighbor? Our neighbor is everyone on the planet.
Yes.
We are part of this global family, having this human experience. And what we really need to more than anything is to know that we are having this human experience, and that this human experience is temporary, but our divine essence, our divine love and light of who we really are is eternal. So what's the best way for people to subscribe to join the How to Connect with Angels? How can people be a part of this new community that we're growing?
I would say the easiest thing to do right now is go to myangelprayer.com. That is the website that we set up for the Alexa skill. But what you can do besides, it would show you exactly how you can, put the app on your phone, the Alexa app on your phone, and then enable the skill. And then you scroll down and please join our newsletter. We have a newsletter. It's going to go out. It's going to keep you informed, and it's going to let you know what the next podcast is, because, oh my gosh, I've got amazing people waiting in the wings, for after we launch this. I mean, extraordinary people that when you hear them, you go, oh, wow, wow. They'll blow your minds with their intensity and their generosity and their connectedness. Karen, I also have my angel prayer, an angel prayer that I created that I would love to also share. Do you mind if I share that?
I would love to hear it. I
Oh,
think
thank you,
it's so
sweetheart.
perfect. It's so perfect for right now.
Yeah, I honestly, folks, I see myself as a seeker, and I will always be that. And I am, not going to be setting up my shingle as a medium or any of that, but I see myself as someone who has listened to enough prayer, and I care enough about creating the prayers. And I just was inspired, really inspired to contribute prayers to my angel prayer. So this is the prayer that I created, and I would like to share it with you. Here we go.
Dear angels, please open my heart to your loving presence as God's messengers. Help me to remember that in my darkest hours, you are here looking over me. I am never bothering you, because you are with everybody all of the time. No matter what, you are here to help me and to guide me. May I learn to ask you for help, then to trust in the loving guidance I receive, and then to move forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Awesome. I think that's so awesome, Sheri. I think, this is a really important message that you have brought here to the masses. You are sharing such an important message. And I want to know, did you feel like this was something really big when you first heard about it?
You mean my angel prayer on Alexa to create the app? Yes, in the fact that I had to do it. So if I had to do it, I knew it was something big in our lives that we needed to. I mean, Dan is with me every step of the way. And it was like, well, let's set the podcast aside, the film aside for the 6 months, and let's dig in and do this, because I've been guided to do that. Now, I did not know that this has and still don't yet, to see that it has, that it has the access, is a game changer. But I believe that it is. And I believe that also because of the feedback I'm getting from, fortunately, from our angel prayer hosts who understand that if we can put my angel prayer and put prayers to the angels in the living rooms and bathrooms and kitchens and cars of 100 million people, we have a chance to take the angels mainstream. So if the angels are mainstream, then we've helped bring heaven to earth. We've just lowered it down a little and empowered people to bring it, bring themselves to it and bring the angels into their life. So no, not yet, but still there is something pretty magnificent about being able to do this.
Can you walk us through the process of how to enable the Alexa?
Sure. Now on your phone, again, it's at myangelprayer.com is where you're going to get all of the directions. Very easy. Myangelprayer.com has here's the first step. The first step is to download the app. And the second step is to enable the prayer. And we have created on My Angel Prayer, we have created the steps so that you can do this on your iPhone or on your Android in case you don't have a device. Now, if you have a device, it is so simple because all you're doing is you're waking up Alexa, who doesn't really sleep that much, and you wake up Alexa and you say, Alexa, enable My Angel Prayer. And she will go, there, and she will find. But you have to be specific about those words because that's how it works. Alexa, enable My Angel Prayer. And then she enables, and then the prayer is, the skill is enabled. And then all you have to do next time is you have it on your phone or wherever you have it, and you press your little blue button, which now you have your app right there. And right here at the bottom is your little blue button. You press that and you talk to her. See that little red, that blue stripe means she's waiting for a command. Now I have the sound down, otherwise she'd be going crazy today. But then you press that little button and you say, Alexa, My Angel Prayer. And she'll say, welcome back. And then you give you a prayer. And if you subscribe for less than $3 a month, you get access to over 100 beautiful prayers by our prayer creators that are focused on all of these different aspects of your life. So you can tune in. If you really want to work on healing, you've got 10 prayers for healing or abundance or protection or guidance or love. Give me some love prayers. And they're all beautiful. I mean, we all worked really hard to give it a really high quality product, and I'm really, really proud of it.
And tell me a little bit about the subscription. How does that work?
Okay, the subscription means that every couple of prayers, Alexa is going to offer you the subscription. And she's going to ask you if you would like.
Kind of like Pandora, right? Kind of like Pandora for music?
Yes.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And if you say yes, it's so easy because you've already got Amazon. It goes on your, it's all voice. You don't bring out your card.
You said it's less than $3 a month?
It's actually, if you have Amazon Prime, it's $2.49 a month.
That's awesome.
$2.49 to have access to over 100 prayers and to be able to bring this wealth of spirit into your life. Wow. And
to me, it's so fun too, because, I always love to pull a card for the day. And then instead you could say, all right, angels, show me some abundance today, and you get an angel prayer. So you're actually having your prayer answered, when you say, give me protection, I call in Archangel Michael. I won't leave my bedroom without calling in Archangel Michael in the morning. Wow. And so I really agree with what this is, because I think that when we, like you said, bringing Alexa into every bedroom, every kitchen, every living room, every car, I'm so excited because, Sheri's going to help us to do this for so many other things with the kindness movement that I'm working on with the children. I'm going to be doing angel lullabies and angel journeys and angel adventures for children. And I'm so excited for all the wonders that we can all bring to this amazing opportunity for our planet. It's
For our planet.
it's an incredible opportunity for our planet.
For more free angel prayers, simply open my angel prayer skill on Alexa. It takes less than a minute to shift your entire day.